I felt more offended by I'm not gonna tell that story. Hi, I'm Meagan Good, and I'm gonna defend myself.
Welcome to Defend Yourself. Today's guest is the star of every 90s kid's childhood, Meagan Good. Let's get to it. Which show is better? All That or Kenan and Kel?
I'm gonna have to go with All That. I'm sorry, Kenan. I'm sorry, Kel. But to be fair, they were on All That, so.
Defend.
You know, Kenan and Kel are my close friends, so I feel like that I need to say that, but in the same breath, I think I loved All That because it was like sketch comedy. Like, it was like different people. It was like Amanda Bynes and like, you know, Nick Cannon, and like, you know, everyone came through there and they had all these guests, and it was like a different skit every time, kind of like Saturday Night Live or like In Living Color, you know. And so I think that was more of my favorite show because I grew up watching In Living Color because it was kind of like the first of its kind like that. You know what? I don't think I remember him enough to say for sure. I do remember him though, but I don't know how I felt about him. I felt more offended by I'm not gonna tell that story. I did a Nickelodeon thing with Christina Aguilera, and then I saw her like a year later after she like took off, and I was like, hey, we did the Nickelodeon thing. She's like, okay, and I was like, okay then, there's that. No shade. I love Christina Aguilera. I'm definitely a fan, even though she thinks I'm a different person every time I see her.
Whoa, sounds like some tea to me. You said that the Kids' Choice Awards were like prom. Who would have been your date for the Kids' Choice Awards in the 90s? Will Smith or Will Friedle? A classic Who Will It Be? I came up with that.
That's the main boy?
Ben Savage? No, Will Friedle played his brother Eric. Watching that show was like a pretty boy face-off between him and Ryder Strong.
Ooh, that's hard. I think at that time it might have been Justin Timberlake.
Well, I honestly can't argue with that.
At that time, Usher was number one, but I had a little boyfriend that looked like Usher, so that at that time, that crush situation got situated when my boyfriend looked just like him. And so the only one I didn't have was Justin. And then Usher ended up doing an episode of Cousin Skeeter. I never dated Usher, but I had a boyfriend that looked like Usher. And I was dating him at the time that Usher came on the show. And I'm still fangirling out, but it was okay, because he understood.
Which family beach trip would you rather join? The Morris or the Wyans?
The Wyans is in like BB and Cece, or the Wayans? Which ones?
OMG. Which family beach trip would you rather join? The Maoris or the Waynes?
I'm gonna go with the Wayans.
Defend.
See, I love Tia and Tamara a lot, and I want to say them because it sounds like a fun girls trip, but I feel like if I go with the Wayans, I'm gonna be laughing the entire time, and there's never gonna be a dull moment, and I feel like that family's so big, and there's so many like personalities and so many like different areas that they all touch. I mean, it's between Keenan Ivory and between Marlon and between Sean and I mean the whole Bang Bang David Wayans Jr. There's a lot. There's a lot of family there. So
you've worked with a ton of great artists. Which of these would you rather quarantine with? Cousin Skeeter or 50 Cent?
Cousin Skeeter. Yeah, Cousin Skeeter. I'm just gonna leave it there.
Defend.
Well, you know, definitely with Cousin Skeeter, there's a lot of catastrophes happening because he's actually very clumsy. And then, you know, then I have to go with the puppeteers that puppeteered Cousin Skeeter, which that would be Drew and Allison. And I haven't seen them since I was like 19. It's a long time, 20 years. But they were really funny and always cracking jokes and really, really lovely. And we had such a good time. And so with the three of them, I think that would be a damn good quarantine.
Which Think Like a Man co-star would you rather be shipwrecked with? Michael Ealy or Kevin Hart?
I can't answer that. I can't do it. They're both my brothers, so I can't pick one over the other. It's just not right. I would do both of them if I could.
Okay, this is getting out of our hands.
Or I might have to go with Romney since he's not in the mix, and then they won't feel like I chose one over the other, or just be like, oh, Rom ended up there. So, anything could happen.
You have a new movie coming out on Lifetime, Death Saved My Life. How do you spend a Friday night in? Lifetime dramas or true crime documentaries?
I feel like this is a trick question. I actually love both, but I'm gonna go with Lifetime.
Defend.
Lifetime is coming with the fire right now, the heat, and also, they're basically doing true crime documentaries with ripped from the headlines. So you kind of get both at one stop. Well, I just defended myself. I hope that you get a chance to check out my movie, Death Saved My Life, and I hope that I did a good job defending myself because I was confused a lot of the time.
Well, some type of verdict is in. But what do you think? Is the young Usher-like guy still available?